If you're thinking about buying the new refreshed Model 3, well, there's new information about what features are going to be added and a new Model 3 coming that we haven't talked about in any other video. Let's get into all of those latest updates in today's video. We've covered a lot of features that are coming to the Project Highland Model 3 refresh, while recent safety upgrades have been made to the Model 3 spotted in other countries overseas, but here in the States, it is still a waiting game. Let's go over what you're gonna get. It has been reported that a new hood safety function for pedestrian safety is coming to the Model 3 Project Highland. This deployment active hood feature enables safety features that spring into action in the rare case that a pedestrian hits and collides to your Tesla's hood. Multiple sensors at the front of the vehicle are designed to detect an impact with a pedestrian when the Model 3 is moving between approximately 30 and 52 kilometers per hour. So in the unlikely event this does happen, your hood creates a ramp, if you will, to soften the impact and raises 88 millimeters. This increases the space between the hood and the components beneath it, reducing the likelihood of injuries. Now onto some comfort features that are confirmed in your Tesla that are not in other Model 3s and a brand new Model 3 Performance. New information on that I'm going to get to in here in a minute. But check out this new comfort feature that is confirmed in your Model 3. A new HEPA filter is coming. Now the Model Ys, some of those have a biodefense mode. This new HEPA filter is better than the normal filters in the Model 3. They filter out more particulates and more air pollution so that your cabin stays fresh and clean. So check this out. This HEPA filter was in the S, the X, and then the Y, and is coming to your Project Highland. And over years, Tesla has shown, listen to this, the ability to filter out the vast majority of biohazards, including fine particulate matter, including bacteria, viruses, pollen, and mold sores. So if you have any sensitivity to those allergies or whatnot, or you just want a healthier, cleaner cabin. Now, another reason on top of the refreshed items we've talked about in other videos to consider this new Project Highland. Tesla advertises that the Model 3's Highland HEPA filter can take out 99.97% of those particulate matters in the air that you breathe. So that's pretty significant. Let's get on to this new Model 3 Performance update that is coming that surprised a lot of people. For the first time, we launched a free EV newsletter. So make sure to join. It is free at fronttotrunkofficial.com. So that way, when this Highland comes out and the Performance comes out as well, you will be up to date with those changes. So make sure to go on to fronttotrunkofficial.com and sign up for free. A new Model 3 Performance is said to be coming in the mid-half of 2024. Let's break down these new updates and what Tesla calls something pretty special coming soon. So the Model 3 Performance dates back to 2017 when Tesla first unveiled this performance variant of the Model 3. But check this out, Tesla's main goal in addressing this new refresh is that there's some gaps to fill, if you will. Tesla said there's a lot of potential now that they're past a production nightmare per Tesla. They can focus on those big upgrades and those gaps that they thought were missing. We have reported in past videos that new interior changes to the Performance and the actual seats of this Performance Model 3 are coming, with a racing style seat spotted in the designs that Tesla has filed, with a complete revamp of those looks, and then also a new motor. Check this out. Tesla was once considering calling this the Ludicrous. There was a lot of rumors online that we reported it looked like a brand new badge. And while that may stay the same, this new badge was apparently an homage to the Spaceballs movie when the Ludicrous mode was below the Plaid mode. Well, now Tesla has said that the Performance variant is going to change. That moniker is going to stay the same. We will not have a Ludicrous mode, but as far as that motor goes, it will borrow some technology from the Plaid. In summary, here's some things to expect on this new Model 3 Performance, and again, some of those timelines. With improved brakes, we could see a 0 to 60 under 3.0 seconds. Especially with that Plaid motor, that would make sense, which would be a really good increase from the current 3.3 0 to 60. And also, the article talks about improved tires, a wider body kit that might give you even better handling around corners, upgrade to the track mode software to push your Model 3 performance even further. We could see an aero kit or an exterior air diffuser added to your Tesla, which would allow even more higher grade performance at that track or for even daily driving, weaving in and out of those curves on back roads. This comes from Daniel Ho, Tesla's Director of Vehicle Programs and New Product Development. This news with Dan working at Tesla for over 8 years, he calls it something pretty special. Now, as far as timeline goes, it was hinted, as Tesla always does, the first half of 2024. And something to keep in mind, remember that EV tax credit, well, for sedans, that price cap is $55,000. So will this new Model 3 performance be $55,000 or less, qualifying you for a point of sale credit on this upgraded performance vehicle? Final thoughts on this new refresh, the Model 3 Highland. It was hinted that that is coming in early 2024, but do you wait until this new performance variant comes out? I believe that the all-wheel drive and the long range will make its way first here in the States, and then I would expect later in the springtime or early summer. That is my prediction. More towards the end of the spring, we could see this new Model 3 performance. Now, it doesn't appear that the EV tax credit is going to change. That seems locked in. Of course, that could always change, which I will make sure to report. But at this time, do you buy the all-wheel drive or the long range, or are you going to wait until this new performance variant comes out? I have the Model 3 rear-wheel drive from 2021, and that has the USS sensors, a big hot topic of debate. Will these sensors be added back, or will Tesla double down on their new Tesla Vision technology that uses all camera-based detection whenever you're parking to measure distance away from obstacles? Those cameras are used primarily and solely for things like full self-driving on these new vehicles. Will that stay the same? I know a lot of you want those USS sensors, those parking sensors back. As far as pricing, it does seem that other countries, China, that now has this Model 3 Highland, currently the price just increased earlier in November, a slight increase of around $206 for the long range, and now $343 increase for the Model Y long range. So if these prices remain the same, around $40,000, $41,000 pricing, what I think is going to happen, even though that China, who has this Project Highland, they recently saw a price increase of only around $200, that leaves the long range Model 3, for comparison, around $40,800. I believe we're going to see very, very similar pricing. My prediction, if you would like that, is under $43,000. I think it's going to be a low 40s starting for the rear wheel drive. Make sure to drop a like if you liked this video, and again, subscribe so I can bring you even more videos. I'm hoping to do this full time one day. Again, as always, this is Matt from Frunk to Trunk. We will see you in the next video.